Hello, everybody. So I hope that you had a wonderful holiday season, whatever you celebrate, whatever you got up to. Um, yeah, it's been a good couple of weeks or a week, I guess. It's kind of funny. It feels like it's been forever since solstice um, and since Christmas and everything. So hope you're doing well in these energies. They do continue to be pretty intense, not terrible, um, for me anyway. But I think if it's sort of what I'm sensing is that it depends what stage in your awakening or ascension process or whatever you want to call it, so that if new things are integrating and coming in for you, it can feel a little more intense. Where some of us aren't feeling it as much just because we've been already going through this process previously. Um, and that's not to say to make someone higher up than the next. It's like we're all going to go through this at our own time and space. So, exactly the way we're meant to be. So, I do hope that, though, that it's been a pleasant experience, that you're finding the peace and the joy in this season. And we're going to do the reading for the week just because it's already Tuesday again. I'm going to do the same like I did last time, the abridged version, because, uh, time's a commodity right now, getting through the end of this busy season, so for me anyway. And yesterday I actually took a day off and did nothing and rested and watched movies and just chilled out, and it was so good. So good. Anyway, we all need to do that more, I think. And yeah, so let's take a look at the overall theme of the week, this last week of 2022. See where we're headed. Um, and then I have a suggestion. You definitely don't have to. But if you're looking for something better than resolutions, which I don't necessarily like, it's I don't know. Resolutions to me are sometimes unachievable, and they make us feel more bad about ourselves than. And they're sort of the things like we all know the important things are to take care of ourselves, um, and to you know like keep our vibration at a high level. So we know those things, and we can make a promise to ourselves for the new year that we're going to be and do better at that, which I think is not a bad thing for all of us to do. Um, what I'm kind of looking at is this list is like, what am I taking forward with me? And this really is from an energetic and spiritual perspective in my opinion. So, what do you want to leave? What habits, those we can definitely leave behind. And then what's new? That one's a little tricky. I tried to do a meditation on this the other night. I did pretty good in the journaling of the first two, but the what's new is a little tricky because it's almost hard to guess what we want to see when we don't know what's coming. Like I'm still in this phase of like I have no idea what the next steps are. I'm still kind of waiting, right? There's still this waiting period, and it's really interesting because the first card we got for the overall theme of the this week heading up to the end of the year is magnetism. So that's just reminding us about our power of manifestation right now. Um, yeah, that it is at an all-time high. So it is really critical about what we're thinking, what we're saying to ourselves, those sorts of things, what we're saying to other people, and what we're putting out there. We want to get stuff back to us that we want in our lives, not stuff that we don't want. That stuff we want to leave behind. Let's leave it behind. Um, yeah. So what's new? I say like if you're gonna journal that point, I would take a look at, again, go back to emotions. What do you want to manifest more into your life, attract to yourself? Um, and abundance is a good one, but that covers a lot of things. But it also covers, it just covers the feelings we want to feel. Like I do want more peace and more joy in my life. And those are the emotions that we want to see manifesting in for us for the next year. We also got context. This one this one's a little bit about the inner child. And so just checking in that you are allowing uh, that playful, nurturing, all those sides of you to to show themselves to you, so you know who you are heading into this new energy in the new year. Um, yeah, it's also a little bit about the dragonfly at throat chakra. Is it's that just making sure that, like, you're not just walking your talk, but that you have really discerned about the words that you're saying. Words keep coming up in different readings and things, and I think it's just us being really cognizant of the things that we're putting out there and saying and doing. Um, yeah, it's also like Tim Wild. If you don't follow him, he's got great Friday Ascension updates, and it was just a piece about what is our diet, and it's not just our food and our water and those sorts of things. It's our spiritual intake diet too. What words are we listening to? Are we avoiding the harshness of the news? Are we avoiding the harshness of other people's projections on us and things like that? So just really taking the time, it sounds like, in this last couple of days to make sure that you've, dotted your I's and crossed your T's on the plan for yourself. Um, I did pick a couple of the cards for the week when we read them. They're more about the path and the portal, so it's kind of interesting. So again, if you do want to do a journaling exercise instead of resolutions, what am I taking with me moving forward? So, and this is energetically, again, happiness, peace, those sorts of things. What are you leaving behind? Make sure those are really clear, just so that we can cut all those cords before we head into this new calendar year. And then what's new? What is coming up for you that's new? Or what do you want to see in the world, basically? So, yeah, just a suggestion. If you're like me, I don't like resolutions. I think, like I said, I have a strong opinion of them. I think they hold us to a higher standard that isn't necessarily our standard. The last card we got for the overall thing is preservation. Um, this is, to me, this strictly about the cycle of the year, right? Out with the old, sorry to call the dead person old, um, and the new is coming in, right? We're birthing the new. It's coming in. It's the cycle we take every year. We start, we begin, we end, we begin. So this is just reminding us that we're in the perfect cycle at this time, as we always are. The new is ready to be born. The preservation word, though, is really key because it's like preserving ourselves so we go through this transition naturally and beautifully, right? So again, resting, eating properly, taking care of ourselves, which at this time of year is always a tricky thing because there is a lot of overindulgence. So just starting to make that plan for next year of ways you can treat yourself better and feel better, right? Both like physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So yeah, that's usually what we do at this time of year, right? Like our that's our thing, resolutions or not. So anyway, let's take a look at the week. We're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday overall together, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I'll probably leave Sunday out because I'm going to try to do holding space Sunday. Um, and if it's not holding space Sunday, because it's New Year's, and I don't know if anybody will be tuning in, but you never know. Um, then I also want to do a year review for next year, what we might be looking at month by month. I used to do that reading for myself all the time, and I don't know, I haven't done it for a number of years, so I think I'll do a what to expect for 2023, and that'll be up in the next couple days as well. Because for me, By now I'm done with all the celebrating and things. So there's definitely no way I'm doing any New Year's stuff. So um, to me, it's just another day. I don't really follow the calendar year anyway, only because I have to, because I'm living on this planet right now, and that's what we've decided marks our days. Anyway, so without any further ado, let's take a look at the week and see what we've got in store. All right, so we're taking a look here at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday through this week, and we're just going to do one card, well, three cards total. And again, I said portals and pathways. So we're just let's look at the overall of these 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Because time being a constraint for me at this time, it's tough. It's going to be tough to get the whole thing read. Okay. Yeah, I think it feels like this week, like I'm getting that it needs to be restful, right? Kind of just putting everything together. Whoops, 1 second. Dropping stuff. Okay. Yeah, it is. It's just about planning. Okay, so we got two cards there. Okay. The first one that came up for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing. So again, we are really being asked, like, again, even though I don't do resolutions, it's kind of like we're being asked to just kind of put that plan together, right? Um, Things are tuning in and turning on and within us. This third eye, our intuition, whether you're noticing that at all or you're seeing it in your dreams or things like that. But there was definitely those shifts in energy since solstice. So a lot of us are really kind of getting a little more intuitive. And a little more settled in these energies, which is great because up until now, they've been pretty intense. And as we're speaking, we're still getting some more solar flares. So things are still moving and shaking. So the next 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is us focusing on starting to tune into that intuition and letting it grow. We also got navigate by the stars, follow your bliss. So for me, that's again into the manifestation piece. Again, it's that last question in the list. What's new? Where am I heading? What's going on? It's taking time to use your intuition to to establish what we want to feel, how we want to be, what we want to see in the world and ourselves. So follow your bliss. What is your bliss? That might be another good lead question was what is going to make you happy. Happy is kind of not the word I'm looking for, but what is going to enrich your soul to the point that you are being the best version of yourself on this planet for yourself and for others. That's a lot. But that's what we need to do is we need to start establishing the timeline of what we need so that the universe can help us manifest that or manifest it for us. So we we do have to do the work still. We're not totally out of the woods yet, if so to speak. Okay, what else for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? We also got rejection. What I look at this with this card is this is the tortured artist. Listening to all the voices, the critics, the family, the the naysayers. You can't do that. You don't have the skills to do that. But that is so not true. And this person is ready to paint their masterpiece. You, I, all of us. This is us. This is us. We're ready to paint that masterpiece. It's in us. It's time to shut down the naysayers and move forward. And we have to start putting pen to paper or paint to canvas or whatever you want to call it. But we have to start manifesting what we want to see and paint our masterpiece. There's no more holding back and then falling into the self doubt because of what we think is the perception of other people. So, really working on that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. Apparently, that's a sign that you're on to something spiritually. So, it's probably the incense, though. And we also got for the week, this came out too, miracle. Miracle. It's happening. The light is coming in. Let the light come in. Um, my favorite saying, expect a miracle. So when you're doing all this planning and journaling or whatever, however you're doing it or meditating, is let's stop expecting the worst case scenario or listening to those voices that tell us it's going to be worst case scenario. We need to like how we move out of this third dimensional matrix thinking and into the fifth dimensional is we have to change the way we think. We have to stop concerning ourselves with all of that outside distraction because it's exactly what it is. It doesn't matter if it's like what's new on Netflix or what just big crisis is happening in the world. These are the things that are distracting us from reaching our potential of painting our masterpiece. It's done very specifically to control us, so we stay low and we stay in fear. And but it's too late. It's time. It's time for us to move on. So expect a miracle. We can ask for a miracle too. Just be like, it can look so bad out there that it's like, you know what, we need some help. Like, so we've been talking about this for a couple of weeks. Ask for the help from your guides and just say, I need a miracle in this situation. Like I said, my top question, and this is my list of what's new. I don't know what's new. I am having a hard time envisioning that. Um, so I think that this is a clue for me too. Is like when I sit in meditation, is I need to start asking, what's my miracle, and what is next? Show me what's next. Show me the best and highest version of myself, and how do I get there? So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's not a ton of work, but I think it's just a continuation of what we should be doing. This little bit of reflection, this little bit of uh, list making, journaling, taking care of ourselves, but understanding that it's just time to step into our gifts, using our intuition, following the thing that makes us happy or bliss. Bliss is a better word. Bliss is actually one of the characteristics of crown chakra. Like it's that when you get to the point of limitlessness, that you're so in sync with the universe that you're in that state of ecstasy or bliss. And this is what, the yogis and everybody has meditated for years to get to that point. But we're in a time period where we can access this really easily. So it's time to paint our masterpiece. Expect a miracle. I think that's probably what I'm going to call this video. Expect it and it will come, right? But you have to be in that mindset and we have to be letting the light in. Yeah, that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All right, now let's look for Thursday through Saturday. Yeah, just trying to keep a nice, light, easy read. Hopefully, again, it's just what we normally would do at this time of year. We just need to refine our skills a little bit. That's all. Oops. Oh, I wanted that card. Oh, it came out and then it slid back in. I think there's two there. All right. So yeah, I hope that you're able to, really start this, the beginning of the self-care and us all taking care of ourselves. And yeah, just becoming who we are, these divine energetic beings. Like it's very exciting. And I don't know, like I'm sure most people expect it on like, that you're just gonna open the curtains and everything's gonna be changed. But, unfortunately that's not how this one works. So okay. These two. 1 second. Interesting. Okay. Oops. That's too many. That's too many. What I'm gonna do of these and pick one of them. I'm gonna go for this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's no other way to put this. We've been talking about this for weeks and weeks. We are in the biggest upgrade of this human existence. By the end of the week, so we got solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower. So this is just starting to say, like we talked about the heart. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those planning things, um, planning and getting into the love and the bliss of things. This Thursday, Friday, Saturday is more like taking action. Solar plexus is that I do. It's like it's time to stoke the fire and get up and go. We got also the Order of Melchizedek, embraced by light, mission uncovered. See, don't give up. That's the other one. So I think if you're doing that little list and you get to the part where I'm at, where it's like, what's new? Who knows what's new? By the end of the week, the answers are starting to come in. Embraced by light, inner fire and willpower, mission uncovered. So the answers are coming. Don't give up. Don't give up. That's the key piece. And also step into the light. But then we also got step into power. You are strong beyond measure. Yeah, it's just the we're just ready to like take action and step into this, right? We also got quest. When I'm doing card readings, these are the cards I use for the chakra reading. This one is, it's kind of this interesting thing. I always say the children in this deck are all the inner child. This lady is the representative of sort of the guru or the master. So she's presenting two options. The interesting part of the quest is that no matter which path you take, they're fairly similar. A little bit different sky, a little different ground, but still the same path, and all paths lead home. So this is just letting us know by the end of the week, the path, there's no wrong, there's no right, but just as long as we're focusing on trying to find out what that direction and what that path is. And then finally we got expansion. This is my card for us, stepping into the energies. So we have Mother Earth here, the light, the whatever you want to call it, the God or the universe like figure, the weather beings, and just all the light is coming together. Yeah, basically by the end of the week, just, that's the big thing too. Do the work, put some action into it, stepping into your power. That is, not always an easy thing to do, and it's a personal thing. It is like an energetic, like saying yes to the universe and saying yes to yourself. Embraced by light. The light is coming. Keep stepping into it. Mission uncovered. The answers are coming. And just don't give up. Don't give up. And it's all good. We're heading exactly where we're supposed to be. We're expanding into this spiritual universe, with everything and everyone working together, right? So, yeah, exciting times leading up to the end of the year. Um, that's Monday, or sorry, that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm just gonna do a summary of cards, and then we'll go over that list one more time. All right, I'm just gonna sum everything up with two of the other cards. I just realized I only did one of the thing. Anyway, we'll sum it up with one of the tarots too. So again, if you are interested um, in putting together doing some writing, some journaling, some meditating, what am I taking with me moving forward? What do I want to leave behind? And what's new? What's coming in that's new? Yeah, and again, with the what's new part, if nothing's coming, ask your guides, ask the universe for whatever is coming in to be shown it, and how you can help to manifest it. So, all right, let's do one of these cards on the summary for the week, and then we'll wrap this up. Alchemy. Yeah, the light is coming in. We're integrating everything. That's sort of this process right now. The best place we can be is to be in reflection and in, just kind of, again, that observation mode, but starting to like, really realizing these gifts and stepping up and into the power, and then alchemizing it all to use it for to wield it for good, right? Out in the world. That's sort of the goal, is that we take this all in, we integrate it, we alchemize it so that it works for us and our spirit, and then we take that hand of light out to help the world. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna do one of these tarots and then we'll call it today. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune came up. So, there's an infinite number of possibilities in my life. Yeah, and the Wheel of Fortune too is also about in life that things are changing and evolving and all around us, right? So, again, this what's new piece is like we really don't know. But if we can start to kind of focus on what we want to feel and, you know, some of the stuff we want to see, just in terms of like what do you want to see, like more free time. I personally would love to be able to like find a better balance of not working so hard, but that things are coming in so that I have abundance enough to work on other things, that are more spiritual endeavors and things like that. So that's on a personal level. And then in the world, what do we want to see? It's, I think it gets to the point where it's like, it, it seems trite and trivial to ask for peace, but I don't believe that for a second. I think we need to step up our game and start asking for these things. We want to live in peace and we want to live in unity and harmony. Um, and so we have to just keep asking. Yeah, that's my opinion anyway. All right. So lots of possibilities of where you head with this. Again, you are the master of your destiny. So you decide the quest. Remember, there's no right or wrong path. We all will get home at the end. So anyway, that is all I have for now. We'll see you hopefully for Holding Space Sunday. Um, I'll probably end up pre-recording that just because I think that's New Year's Day. Who knows? I'm probably just going to sit around and rest all day anyway. So I just have to share with you. I got this little moon. It's probably hard to see. I can turn them off. It's one of my little Christmassy gifts. I just think it's cute. I'm going to find a pedestal for him to sit when we do moon readings. Anyway, that's everything for now. Have a beautiful week heading into this new year of 2023. And yeah, I hope to have look at the year reading. It'll probably be on January 1st, just because I am off and I do have time to do those sorts of things. Looking forward to it. Take care of yourselves, and yeah, let's create the best and brightest version of ourselves, and then we'll take that out and take it out and help the planet.